You can still encounter beauty without turning it into an object. You can interact with a beauty in a noble way, directly or indirectly, without reducing it to lust or reducing her to lust and projecting your insecurity on the person in your gaze. As we talked about this subject, Andy smiled and asked if he could share a short story with me. This was so cool. He just pulled this out of nowhere, this Buddhist parable. Andy brought up an old Buddhist parable that illustrates today's reflection perfectly. The tale of two monks and a woman. And the woman, sorry. Two monks were traveling together, a senior monk and a younger one. They came to a river with a strong current where a beautiful young woman stood waiting. She couldn't cross alone and asked the monks if they could help her. Without a word, and despite the sacred vow he had taken not to touch women, the older monk simply picked her up, carried her across the river, and set her down safely on the other side. The younger monk crossed behind them, stunned that the elder had broken his vow, but he stayed silent. An hour passed as they walked, then two, then three. Finally, the younger monk could no longer contain himself. "Why did you carry that woman?" he demanded. "We took a vow not to touch women." The older monk calmly replied, "I set her down hours ago by the river. Why are you still carrying her?" So when Andy finished this parable, the message sank in and I nodded my head. The thoughts swirled of my past life and the old eyes I used to see the world through. One thing I noticed in recovery circles is that many people, especially at the beginning of their journey, lean too heavily on blaming their surroundings and their objects. The culture, the internet, the way people dress, the environment that they find themselves in. And while there's certainly truth to the fact that our environment shape us, many of us mistake that truth for something deeper. We begin to believe that if the environment were simply different, our internal struggle would disappear. I've been there many times, right? So we create rules, rigid codes, new laws we impose on ourselves. Don't look, don't talk, don't engage, don't even acknowledge beauty at all. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Repress, repress, repress. Blame, blame, blame. For a time, those rules, they can serve a purpose, right? Like guardrails on the mountain road, they can help keep a man from driving off the edge when he learns to steer again. But the danger comes when the guardrail becomes the goal, when the letter of the code blinds us to the spirit behind it. The goal isn't to pretend attractive women don't exist. The goal should be not to diminish them, blame them, or resent them. The goal really is the transformation of the mind, to see clearly, to see women not as objects of consumption, but children of God, people with their own dignity, their own stories, their own struggles, their own lives unfolding just like ours. The goal should be to cherish them, to respect them, to protect their dignity rather than quietly exploit it in our minds. I think true chivalry isn't some manipulative performance designed to gain favor. It isn't politeness with a hidden agenda. I think it's decency practiced without expectation. It is humanity expressed without an ulterior motive. I think the older monk understood this, and he applied it in this situation. He helped the woman cross the river because she needed help. Then he set her down and continued walking. No lingering thoughts, no secret fantasies, no internal conflict, just a simple act of human decency. Meanwhile, the younger monk, who technically followed the rule perfectly, was the one still carrying her in his mind hours later. The monk who broke the letter of the law kept the spirit of it, and the monk who followed the letter of the law missed the spirit completely. That lesson has stuck with me, and hopefully it sticks with you as you're listening.